Well, would you like me to opine? I can tell you, I've talked to actual boots on the ground, Ukrainian citizens and residents there that have a real Kalashnikov slung over their shoulder that are facing the beast. And I can tell you this, that if Nancy Pelosi and our government, this is very painful for me to say this because I love the United States of America, but horrifically, all the evidence is inescapable unless you have your head terminally up your butt, that the United States government is the enemy of the United States. It hurts to say that because I love an experiment in self-government. This is the only one. I know that the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Ten Commandments, the Golden Rule are all self-evident truths that reside powerfully, unmovable in our instinct, in our spirit, our soul, our conscious, our subconscious, our intellectual adventure. And if our government stands up and gives Zelensky a standing ovation, then it's unquestionable that Zelensky is a bad guy. We know Putin is a bad guy, but I'm afraid that in this horrible time in March of 2022, that is horrible and tyrannical and genocidal and rotten that Vladimir Putin is, I'm afraid Zelensky is worse. I'm afraid the United States government, by all evidence, might even be worse because our government has created biochemical labs in Ukraine. Our own so-called president has a relationship with the gangsters, money laundering, we believe allegedly, even child sex trafficking through his punk-ass criminal monster son, Hunter Biden. And the relationship with our government and the Ukraine underworld may be one of the most horrific crimes against humanity in the history of the world. That painful, ugly statement I just made, we must be able to compartmentalize. And as you opened up, Hassan, God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights, Ten Commandments, Golden Rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's the mantra of Rocco and I, Rocco's siblings, my wonderful wife, Shemaine, my band, my crew, my hunting buddies, my neighbors. Everybody we work with is very positive. We know that there's a dangerous rabid dog at the door, and it seems to be a rabid pack of dogs at the door, where our society now is celebrating the worst elements of mankind, while the core population of America continues to put their heart and soul into being the best that they can be, getting up early, making sacrifices, taking risks, doing everything necessary to be in the asset column for family, neighborhood, community, country, Mother Earth, the rest of the world. As strong as a family in America is, makes a strong country, which makes a strong pillar of identifiable independence and rugged individualism as a beacon of light for the rest of the world. And on my Facebook, my global communication, my friends in Germany and France and Spain and Ireland and Scotland and Japan and Australia and New Zealand, they are shattered that America thinks that this guy in the White House represents the spirit of America or a legal election. I know I'm all over the map here, but what I'm talking about is Jesse celebrates the foundation of family, a strong family. Rocco's my son. He's a strong man. He has a true north compass setting. You've articulated that and you've celebrated that with my son, Hassan, but we're not alone. That's still the pulse of majority of America. But right now with government, media, Fauci punks, the big tech fact checker liars, Hollywood weirdos, and academia thinking that heterosexuality is bad. All these forces against us, they just happen to have the biggest megaphone. They don't represent the pulse of our fellow man. You and I and Jesse and Rocco, hardworking people with a conscience and a soul and a spirit to be the best that we can be so that we're in a position to help help our fellow man. That is alive and well, but you'd never know it based on Zuckerberg or based on Biden or based on Zelensky or based on Putin. So I'll settle it there. You have a grin on your face, which means that I have accurately identified enough positive to see us through all this negative. And now I will rest my case.